All right, so who we got here today?
I'm Chestnut Littleberry.
Chesla?
Chestnut Littleberry.
Chesna. Oh, okay. Where you from, Chesna? Where you grew up at?
Born and raised in West Monroe, Louisiana, right across the bridge.
Yeah, right across the river.
Yeah, I've lived there my whole life. I ended
Okay.
up coming out to Monroe. I've probably been out here for about a year. But before then, I was in West Monroe. I stayed in West Monroe for like 4 years, had my
Okay.
own place.
Okay. Okay. So, so you the only child? You got any siblings?
No. So I actually was adopted as a child. I have I have three siblings. I have my sister, my older sister under there, and a brother, and I'm
Okay.
the baby. So yeah, I'm actually
Okay.
the only adopted child. I also have my biological family, which consists of there are six of us. I don't know if I could. Should I say names?
I mean, you don't have to if you don't.
Okay, well, there's six of us. I have two sisters and three brothers. Overall, I say I've got like nine, about 8 to 9 siblings or
Okay.
so
Okay.
between the two.
What kind of childhood did you have coming up?
Childhood,
Yeah. What was your childhood like?
my childhood was, mm, my childhood was good. Just very, I'm gonna say I had a good childhood. I grew up in a two-parent household with my mom and dad and my three siblings. Did very well academically, did very well as far as disciplinary. I didn't get into too much trouble.
Okay.
Um, I don't have a criminal record. I've been arrested, but that one thing was expunged.
Okay, that's
Uh,
good.
but my childhood, it was very, um, very, I don't know, I guess 50-50. It was happy, but also there was some trauma there.
Mm,
Um, I grew up around a lot of my cousins. I had
yeah.
grew up with my cousins and had some childhood friends. And it was just very, if I could pick a word, I would say interesting,
Mm,
unorthodox, even. Just very inexplicable, really. I witnessed the good and the bad. Um, there was some DV that kind of went on, domestic violence within the household. I
mm,
also had some good stuff. I played the piano. I was into dance. I really don't know how to answer that, like
mm.
formally. My childhood was just, it was so much. I'd been through being, I don't know if I can say that.
It's okay.
I've been through, being molested. I've been through physical violence. Um, I'm a very smart girl. I
Yeah.
grew up labeled as gifted. I attended gifted classes from my elementary days up until later on into middle school. Um,
Well, can you say you're very well spoken? I can tell you was kind of smart in school.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When people label me as gifted, I think it's more so I just have a great memory. Like I remember everything. Like when I would take tests, it's like I read it and it's like, okay, my memory's just good. I don't think I actually retained all the information.
what
But
um what,
yeah.
what school you went to? The high school.
My alma mater is West Monroe High School.
Okay.
I graduated from there in 2013.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. How old are you?
30.
Oh, you 30. When your birthday?
January the 6th, 1995.
Oh, 95.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was a good
Okay.
year.
Okay. So, after you graduated high school, what did you do then?
After I graduated high school, I went on to pursue my psychology degree at the University of Louisiana at Monroe. With that, I I think I stayed in school for like 2 semesters, but then I ended up dropping out. I had a lot of stuff going on at the time. Really was just trying to figure myself out, figure out what it is I really wanted to do. I really only pursued college to appease my parents, really. But me personally, I'm a free spirit. Like, I'm a creative. I
Yeah.
just don't care for institutions. Not that you can't be prosperous and successful, but I don't like anybody having too much control over my creativity. I
Gotcha.
feel like I thrive more when I'm free and able to express myself. And with college, it just was like, you gotta do this way, and you gotta have these accolades to prove who you are in society. And I just don't believe in that.
Right.
But yeah, I pursued college. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And you have any kids?
I do. I have
Okay.
a son. His name's Kylan. He's 9 years old as of June the 18th.
Okay.
He's my world. He's who I really do it for. I
Okay.
love him to death and beyond.
Okay. Where is he at now?
Currently he's with family.
Okay.
Yeah, he's with family with his father.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. So you graduated high school. You went to college for a little bit. So what led you to where you at now?
Ooh. Well, to be honest with you, I have got unbeknownst to me, I had gotten involved with some individuals that I didn't really, I probably shouldn't have. And with getting involved with those individuals, they're very wealthy, very resourceful. Um, I just got involved with some. I got involved with some individuals that had a lot of money and power, and the moment I decided that I no longer wanted to play ball or do whatever it is that they wanted me to do, they kind of pulled the rug from under my feet. And so, like I said, I had an apartment, life was going grand, and then once I decided to not play ball, you kind of get everything stripped away, or everything was stripped from me. So this really is kind of like a humiliation type of thing. If I ever did decide I'm just gonna play ball and do whatever they tell me to do, I could have it all. I could have the world. But because of my child and me wanting my child to understand that freedom of expression, freedom of expression, and just freedom overall, mentally and physically, is what the ultimate goal is, I decided to give up the posh, pretty life for the homeless, humble life.
So why not go back to your family?
Well, my family, they contributed to a lot of my anxiety and a lot of my trauma. I'm a very forgiving person. I do forgive for trespasses against me. But if I was absolutely honest, my family has done some things to me that I forgive them. But if I were to go back to them, it would create a ripple effect that would affect not only me, but my child as well. My family and me have gone through some very crazy situations, and I don't want to live like that anymore. Now that I've gone through therapy and kind of dealt with my childhood traumas and worked through them, going back to my family would mean undoing all the hard work that I've done. And I put in too much time, not only for me, but for my little one. My goal is to set an example for those like me that have gone through similar situations, just coming from households that weren't perfect. The misfits in the world, the single black women from the South that nobody wants to listen to because we're the bottom of the barrel, we the end of the totem pole. I'm putting on for the ones that have a voice but aren't really ready to use their voice yet. And being back with my family again, I'm related by blood to some very powerful individuals, some very well-known names, and if I were to go back to them, it just would mean sacrificing who I really am for who they want me to put on and be. And I just make the decision to stick to my guns.
Gotcha. When the last time you seen your son?
The last time I saw him was actually 2 days ago. I FaceTime with, no, that was yesterday. I FaceTime with my baby. His dad contacted me on FaceTime and I got to see him and speak with him. As far as just actually seeing him, it's been probably a little over a month.
Okay.
That's not my doing. Like I said, unfortunately, my son's daddy is very narcissistic, very abusive, and it's one of those situations where it's like whatever he says goes, and I'm in a position where I don't really have power or control. So, yeah, it's been like a month or so.
Okay. Have you ever thought about trying to, go back to work to kind of better your situation?
I have, and I put in applications at different places to see about getting or becoming employed. But the thing is, with who I am, I have gained a sort of notoriety to where if I were to then become another W-2 worker or employee, it could bring about negative or positive energy for said businesses. And it's with the things that I've done, such as OnlyFans and things like that, I totally understand why if I put in the application, I don't get hired. I've taken a different route. To me, it's like if you either work the 9 to 5 and stick to that routine, or if you step out into the street life and you do street life things, you have to stick with that. So I put the applications in, but the type of life I live, people.
What how do you earn money?
I am a TikToker.
Okay.
So I earn income through TikTok. I'm a content creator.
Okay.
Yeah. I create content for TikTok, YouTube, Clapper. There's an app called Clapper. I create content for them as well.
What's your TikTok?
My TikTok is Chesna Littleberry and the number 2. So my first name, Chesna, last name, Littleberry, and the number 2.
Okay. What about YouTube?
YouTube, I want to say, well, I don't know if I can say my username because it's explicit. It's HOE Vibrations.
Gotcha.
But if you look up my YouTube, you can search my first and last name, and I'll be like the only page that you'll find.
Okay. You say you had an OnlyFans?
I did temporarily when COVID hit. I felt like the income I was earning wasn't adequate. Like it covered my basic bills, but I just needed a little more. So I did do OnlyFans temporarily.
Did you have a little a big following?
Kind
of, sort of.
Well, to be honest with you, it was decent. I had some local followers that weren't local, but I just did that really temporarily, and I really didn't put all my energy into it. But if I had, I'm pretty sure I could have a pretty big following.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was decent.
Okay. Well, Chesna, I sure appreciate you talking to me.
Of course.
Maybe I'll catch up with you some other time. We can get a part 2.
Okay.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. I had fun. Thank you for interviewing me.
All right.